And when the evidence comes out, and if it proves that Tory truly was innocent, throw Bigfoot in jail.
Let's talk about it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the...
Is she trying to say that x-rays were fake?
What's going on, y'all? It's got Santana, aka Chi. And baby, we are back for another press and mess because it's a lot of mess going on in the press. Girl, if you thought that this Meg and Tory case was over, not by a long shot, not until the truth is final. Here we go. The truth is finally revealed, okay? Because what everybody thinks is the truth, I don't believe that it is. I've said that since day one. And here we are 5 years later, and there's still more discrepancies in the case that's coming out, and still more evidence that has yet to be seen by the general public. And until that happens, girl, we still gonna keep talking about it. Okay. So listen, I'm telling you now, if you're a Team Meg, well, I don't know what to tell you, baby. I don't know what to tell you. Had Megan told the truth since the beginning, had she told the truth in the beginning, then maybe we wouldn't be here 5 years later. But this man is in jail. He was allegedly fighting for his life. And apparently there's more evidence coming out that could make him be free or help him get out. I don't know, but we still going to get into it. I had a conversation. Go ahead and like the video.
These bitches is wild. Shying the soap and these rats ain't involved. Been saying shit since out in mama's garage. They hate to see that a bitch finally on top. Stop. Keep watching my social media. Changing my Wikipedia. This trendy to the top and tedious. I won't stop from video. Who got the trench? Who got the wrench? Who got the weed? And they all going up for me. I'm tryna party. Let's get naughty. Twerk your body. Work this party. I'm tryna party. Let's get naughty. Twerk your body. Work this party. How?
Goofy alert in 36 hours. Megan Thee Stallion.
Who got the weed? And they all going up for me.
Goofy alert in 36 hours. Megan Thee Stallion might be cooked. Might. Representative Luna has stated, we have compelling evidence proving Tory Lanez's innocence, and it will be released within the next 36 hours. Those who rush to call for his incarceration and worse, yet push false evidence should prepare to be held accountable. Whoa. If she's that serious and she's not lying, Megan, it might be over for you, bro. This all came after Megan put out a statement calling out everyone who's been defending Tory, you know, celebrities, representatives, all of them, stating that she is Megan. Why would she need to lie on him? Megan claims she has never lied during the situation, that people need to get over it, that Tory Lanez needs to leave her alone, that if he didn't do it, he would have took the stand. Well, it looks like the representative didn't take that lightly. Now she's saying in 36 hours, the truth will come out and Megan will be cooked. Boy. All I can say is, to Representative Luna, I pray you're not bluffing because the backlash is going to be crazy. And if she isn't bluffing, for all of you guys that's been, you know, y'all about to be looking crazy. Hey, we about to see what happens in 36 hours. I'll be here reporting it. Make sure you tune in. Goofy alert.
Now listen, this was, I don't even know when it was reported. Let me see. Actually, let's go to the Twitter account because Representative Luna, I don't know who the hell she is, but she was posting a lot on this case actually. And it might even be 36 hours later. Okay, so it was originally posted on May 20th, which was yesterday at 6:39 a.m. So let me see. 6 hours from 7 o'clock. Let me see. That would be what? 1 o'clock? That would be 1 o'clock. Okay, well, it's, oh, no. 24 hours later. 36 hours later. Child, look at me. Look at me, right? Okay, so that would be 12 hours from 24. So then if it was 7 a.m., so then it would be 1. Girl, I can't do the math. I can't do the math. Hold on. What is 36 hours from Tuesday at 7 a.m.? 30. Wait, okay. We got to go to AI child. Okay. Adding 12 hours to Wednesday at 7 a.m. results in Wednesday at 7 p.m. So it's Wednesday, May 21st. Okay. And it's 2:24 p.m. as of right now. So we got until about 6, 7 p.m. So that's about what? 4 more hours, 4 or 5 more hours. So we're going to see what ends up coming out. But let's actually get into the tweet that started all of this, right? So Representative Luna, I guess she's a part of like the House of Republic or I don't know. Listen, y'all know I don't get into politics, okay? I don't get into politics, but I do want to say that I do feel like politics is so involved within this case. I feel like it's more involved in this case than people even realize, okay? So originally she had tweeted out, "We have compelling evidence proving Tory Lanez's innocence and it will be released within the next 36 hours. Those who rush to call for his incarceration and worse, yet push false evidence should prepare to be held accountable." Okay? So she tweeted that, and let's see, what is she? House of Republicans. Okay, so whatever that means, y'all would know more than me. Okay. So that's what she had posted, right? And then she also posted that she said Tory Lanez has filed a direct appeal, a hobbyist petition, and a successful hobbyist, all now consolidated by the California. I don't know why I can't ever read when I'm on here. I can't read, period, child. But all now consolidated by the California Court of Appeals. They have seated a panel. Oral arguments are coming. This case is far from over. Due process matters. Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years despite having no prior record, largely due to a firearm enhancement law now under scrutiny for racial bias. Black defendants face a 92% higher rate of his enhancement. That's not justice. That's discrimination. The forensic evidence in the Lanez case was deeply flawed. 0 chance his DNA was found on a firearm, 0% on a magazine, no fingerprints, DNA from 4 individuals found. Tory wasn't a primary contributor. Key gunshot residue tests were never performed on others, which raises serious doubt. Newly surfaced, okay, because I know a lot of people were like, oh, well, a lot of this information is old. She says newly surfaced body cam and medical records show that Horsefoot, okay, initially claimed she stepped on glass. ER records show no book. Why can't I read? Listen, at this point, y'all know it's part of the channel. At this point, ER records show no bullet fragments on x-rays. Bullet fragments allegedly removed are now missing. Evidence handling was a disaster. Under California's Racial Justice Act and recent legislation limiting the use of rap lyrics and character evidence, Tory Lanez deserves a full review. His conviction was built on outdated and unconstitutional grounds. Tory Lanez's trial included prosecutorial misconduct, exclusion of mitigating factors, use of protected speech, rap lyrics, tattoos as evidence, witness contradictions, immunity deals with unclear motives. This is not how justice is supposed to work. Whoever this lady is, she going hard. Key witnesses changed their stories or contradicted themselves. One admitted in court that she lied in a DA interview. Another gave a sworn statement that Harris admitted to firing the gun. This case deserves fresh eyes and full transparency. Tory Lanez's conviction is in sentencing raises major constitutional concern. All these big words. Use of lyrics as evidence, right to confrontation, equal protection under racially biased enhancements. Justice isn't served when due process is ignored. Evidence is mishandled and race plays a role in sentencing. Tory deserves a fair hearing, and if justice prevails, he deserves his freedom. She then goes on to say, okay, just spoke with Tory from prison. Despite being stabbed multiple times, his spirit remains unbroken, and he's deeply grateful for the opportunity to prove his innocence. The question now is, when will the governor finally review the case and pardon him? I'm so tired of this case, y'all. I'm so tired of this case because I feel like initially some of the reports that came out were the truth, but it's really just been, and I always say this, it feels like this entire case has been, let's Throw shit at the wall, throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks, right? Because there's been so many different stories after stories and everybody saying different things. And I feel like everybody keeps pointing the fingers at Tory and Kelsey, but nobody's pointing the finger at Meg and all that she lied about. Oh my God, she got shot. Oh my God, she was bleeding. Oh my God, that's the black woman. Like, and I feel like hijacking the Black Lives Matter movement and hijacking the Protect Black Women and the Me Too movement, I feel like all of that really, really clouded this case and made things a lot more murky and confusing than they needed to be. At the end of the day, I still feel how I always originally felt. I feel like all three wanted this case to go away. And then when it didn't, Megan had to play the cards that she was dealt from Rock Nation. I do. I felt like Megan had to choose either her career or whatever the alternative would have been. Like, because people keep bringing up different things. Like, I don't care if Tory said that he did it that night. Just to, like, I'm just so tired. I'm really tired of this case, and I just want for the absolute truth to come out. 100% of what happened to come out, because I feel like we still don't have that, and I feel like, like, depending on who you ask, people are going to take the stance of, that's a woman, that's a black woman, that's a girl with a vagina, she's still the one who got shot. And I don't think this case is that simple. And even when you speak about it, people are like, oh, well, it's the state that brought it up, not Meg. We're forever going to include Meg in this conversation, because without Meg, this wouldn't have gone this far. It wouldn't have. Okay. It could have been a state versus Meg is the one that was sitting and doing interviews. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can find it, but there's like a thing of like how many times Meg has even mentioned, Tory in all of this, right? And yes, Tory, of course, has mentioned Meg as well in this whole case or whatever. But I mean, if you're being framed for something, if people are saying that you did something and you know that you did it, wouldn't you speak out as well? Like, so Rep ends up coming out and saying many people are wondering why Tory Lanez didn't defend himself during the trial. The reason is that there was a gag order placed on him. Does that sound fair to you? What happened to his First Amendment right to freedom of speech? Free Tory Lanez. Let's see what the girls on TikTok are saying. Let's see what people on TikTok are saying.
She is the evil queen for a reason.
Turn that off. Turn that off. Thank you. Let's see what the people are saying.
Is she trying to say that x-rays were fake? So Representative Luna, who told Megan Thee Stallion that she got 36 hours before she dropped evidence, has now come out with some more information before them 36 hours. Please pay attention, because people think she's re-saying old stuff. She's not. She says that new surface body cam footage and new medical records show Megan Thee Stallion initially claimed she stepped on glass. We know. And ER records showed there were no bullet fragments on the x-rays, and bullet fragments allegedly removed are now missing. She's trying to say that Megan Thee Stallion did in fact have glass in her foot, that the x-rays that she has now show that it was not bullets that were in her foot. She also stated that it was a 0.01 chance that Tory's DNA was on the firearm. There were 4 other people's DNA on the firearm, that Tory Lanez was the only one tested for gunshot residue. She calls out the witness contradictions, the immunity deals with unclear motives, because as everyone been saying, why does Kelsey have immunity? Them using raps and tattoos against them in court. Witnesses admitting that they lied to the DA and that they changed their stories, contradicting themselves. Also, that multiple of his constitutional rights were violated when it comes to the First Amendment, the Sixth Amendment, and the 14th Amendment. And then we still gotta wait 36 hours for whatever evidence she claims that she's about to drop that's about to mess up the internet. So we on a countdown right now, everybody. What do you guys think about this? Is she trying to say that x-ray?
Let's go through the comments. So let's go through the comments. It took Tory Lanez to get sad 14 times for y'all to realize she was lying. Megan fans don't exist in real life. Free Tory. So she was lying to her dead mama. Tory tried to tell y'all in that song Money over fallouts. Pray for Anna Paulina, y'all. Rock Nation about to start moving like a Michael Myers before that 36 hours is up. Don't forget, weeks later, she was on tour dancing in the hills. And that's something that never made sense to me. That's something that to this day does not make sense to me. The way that Megan popped back up, immediately was like somebody who had glass in their foot, not somebody who got shot in the goddamn foot. Okay. First day out about to go crazy. Oh, it's about to get ugly for the liars. This is why you never lie, because sooner or later the truth will be put in the light. So Jay-Z has connections with the FBI, basically. So she pulled basically an Amber Heard, free Tory now. Exactly. She stepped on glass. She said she had surgery. Listen, because I'm somebody who I've been speaking about different celebrities, especially like Diddy and Jay-Z. That's why y'all don't see me doing Diddy trial updates and all of that, because I have been speaking on Diddy for years, telling y'all what was coming down the pipeline. I was even speaking on Jay-Z about what was coming down the pipeline, and down to the date, like the exact dates with these two motherfuckers. Okay. And I still feel like the most of what's going to, or what's going to come out with Jay-Z has not happened yet. It still has not happened yet. I know everybody is looking at that case that he had that, you know, ended up getting thrown out or whatever happened with that case. Like, I know a lot of people think, oh, that was it. And oh my God, Jay-Z really is an innocent, nice young man. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be the Diddy trial. I don't know if it's going to be something with this. I don't know if it's going to be something with Child Blue Can trial. Aaliyah. I don't know what's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back, but there's going to be more that comes out on Jay. Okay. And way more in Diddy. Okay. But definitely way more on Jay. And I don't understand. I say this all the time. I don't understand how we sit and we watch Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, Power. We watch all of these shows where they literally put it in the TV shows and in the movies how Hollywood is, how the billionaires and the elites and how all of these power corporations move. But yet we pick and choose when we want to believe it. In regards to like real life in this situation, like it's a lot of picking and choosing going on. In real time, we're also watching Diddy in court, and one of the things that they bring up is him blowing up Kid Cudi's car, allegedly. But yet, we don't see how a Rock Nation or anybody who wanted to put a hit out on Tory could have done so. Like, and then allegedly, because I haven't fact checked this, is Jaguar Wright said it, take it with a grain of salt, but Jaguar Wright came out and said that there was money put on the person who stabbed Tory. There was money put on his books. I just, that's how I know it's a lot of projecting going on with this case. And it's a lot of people reacting from an emotional place rather a logical place. Because logically, this case never made sense. I understand that y'all hate men. I understand that y'all especially hate black men. I understand all of that. And listen, I get men are dogs and niggas ain't shit. And okay. But let's leave all of that outside of this case, right? Because I feel like even when the truth is revealed, that Meg is still going to get off scot-free. I feel like she's going to be able to twist it somehow, some way, or people are still going to be like, well, Meg never tried him. That was the state. And then Meg is able to end up walking away and still having a career. Like, I still feel like people, and especially black women, are going to rally around Meg and still somehow make her the fucking victim. And all of this when she was never the victim. She started this situation. I don't understand. I really don't understand how y'all don't see Megan started this entire situation. Okay. Had she not gone back into that house in a jealous fit, a jealous rage, had she not been fucking on her best friend's boyfriend at the time or lover at the time, none of this would have even happened. We would have never even got here. Y'all keep trying to put the chicken before the egg, and the egg came before the chicken, and the egg is Meg doing some fuck shit and getting belligerently drunk. I'm sorry. Does anybody deserve to be shot? No. But at the same time, you can't do wrong to a motherfucker and tell him how mad to get. You can't. Across multiple people have said that Meg's drinking is a problem. She likes to get drunk. She likes to turn up. She likes to get in people's face. She likes to become aggressive. Okay. She likes to go out there and do scandalous things. And listen, I'm all about being drunk and being ratchet with my hood rat friends. I get all of that. But like when you start moving grimy and shicey, like, come on, it's bitches in the hood right now that's doing life for less. Okay, let alone the same goddamn thing. So I don't understand why now all of a sudden people try to act like even if Kelsey shot her and Meg did get shot by, I don't understand. Like, not that it makes it right, I guess, morally, but like why people try to act like it's so far-fetched. Like, I just feel like I'm beating a dead horse literally at this point. Like, it's like, that's why Meg's sex life and who she slept with. Yes, that's exactly why it matters. As I keep saying, that's why it matters, because it gives motive to this case. Okay, but I want to know what the new evidence is that's about to come out. Like, I want to know more. The moment they said they lost bullet fragments should have freed that man from the jump. The industry evil. Oh, no bullet fragments. Oh, fuck, man, this country full of liars at the top. At this point, I don't trust none of this. If the 36 hours we were waiting for isn't a video of Tory Lanez being seen as innocent, then forget it. Shout out Spirit. Come on, 444. Free Tory, lock Megan up. She's a big fat liar. Like, I really do feel like once Tory gets out, if he gets out and it does prove him innocent, then Megan needs to go to jail. She needs to. And she needs to do 3 times as much, whatever time Tory was supposed to do. I'm sorry. You don't get to fuck up somebody's life over a lie. Or like, because I feel like what's going to happen is that, let's say that there's truth that comes out. Let's say in a perfect world, there's truth that comes out and it exonerates Tory. He gets out of jail. I think that's the right word. It exonerates Tory. He gets out of jail, and whatever. I feel like, again, y'all still gonna rally around Megan to somehow make everybody else a problem and not her. When really it's like you fucked up somebody's life over a lie, something that you didn't even know 100% for fact. You were drunk that night, right? So you don't get to just walk around fucking up people's freedom and fucking up people's livelihoods over this, right? And then the fact that you got America and black women rallying behind you, because it's like everybody thinking about these ain't shit niggas that they've dated and placing themselves in Megan's shoes. And girl, I'm just tired of all of it. I'm ready for the truth to drop, because something in my soul tells me we don't know 100% of the situation, and it's for a reason. I feel like only Meg, Tory, and Kelsey know the truth, and they was going to come up with a lie. They did not plan for this to get this deep, and then once it did, it took on a mind of its own. And I don't know. Yeah, this is Tory was trying to say in his live. Come on, 111. Shout out to Spirit. This is what Tory was trying to say in his live. There's been body cam footage of Meg getting out the car and a bottle rolling out, and she steps on it that night, but no one paid attention to her. I believe that with my gut and my soul. Okay? Y'all know Tory went to jail for 3 felony charges. 2 of them didn't even involve the assault. He's a Canadian citizen and had a loaded and unregistered gun on him. Stop bringing that shit up. Y'all keep bringing that shit up. It still does not take away from the fact that Megan has been on a campaign of fuck Tory. That's the issue. That is the issue. Okay, because if Meg was just Megan Anderson or Delilah Jackson from down the street, this case wouldn't have been as publicized and gone as far as it did. But it's because Meg, being who she is, and y'all rallying behind her, and her going and doing several interviews and stating what she did on songs and this whole movement she created, that's why people are so emotionally triggered and involved with this situation. Fuck all that other shit. This ain't about a gun, okay? This is about Megan blatantly saying, he shot me. He tried to kill a black woman. This is about that. Y'all know the real conversation that we're having. So cut it out with the semantics and the logistics. Like, cut it out. Because people keep trying to play dumb and act like.
But he's saying it loud. And so Megan can hear this. So that kind of started.
Let me see what else I can find on my profile. Because I feel like I had, yeah.
When the original report came out, and it was a TMZ report about this, that, and the third, and there was gunshots in Kylie Jenner's house, and Tory Lanez goes to jail. They gave y'all all the facts of the juice of Tory Lanez going to jail, and this, that, and the third, and Megan getting arrested, and da-da-da-da. 2 days after that, I get a call from Rock Nation that says, yo, we heard you're gonna make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't understand what the issue of me telling my fans, like, yo, look, it's not that serious of a deal. I went to jail for whatever. It's like, I didn't get for that 2 days why that was an issue. 2 days later, the TMZ report come out. TMZ reports and have the surveillance now. Now they see the video of the arrest. You see Megan, you see me, and you see it's all sprawled out on the ground in bathing suits and blah, blah, blah. And everything I'm saying is public record. You can go back and look at this shit. You can go back and see it. Like, you feel me? So they say, oh, okay, you know, you see her out of the car. She's getting out of the car. She's hopping. It looks bad, bro. And I'm not gonna lie. Like, I felt bad watching it because it made her look bad, and it didn't make her look good. It didn't make any of us look good. And I didn't want that for her. I don't see that for anybody. So all of a sudden, when we get arrested, or when it looks like we all got arrested, the memes start. Now I want to really bring you guys in for a second so you can understand something. And I really just want you to take this in. Like, she is a person I spent enough time with her to observe and understand something about her, where it's like, she's going through a lot. She goes through a lot. She deals with a lot on her day-to-day basis. And because of that, she's not used to, you know, and not even just because of that, but just because of the fact that she's been praised so much. We've always looked at her as like, yo, that's hip hop sweetheart. Like, she's nice, she's talented, whatever the case is, cool. And because of that, like, we've never seen a moment where the memes have come at her, where the memes are like, yo, nigga, let's laugh at your pain. Ah, ha, 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 ha. She's never had to deal with that because she's always been praised. So everything that's been happening has been a reaction off of what's been going on. So it gets down to this point now where it's like, now the reports are starting to say, okay, well, everyone's pointing to different things. No one really knows what's happened, but nobody has ever said she got shot. Nobody has ever said she got shot. Not TMZ, not the police report at this point. Nothing is saying that she got shot. Soon as she sees herself on video with the bikini and the things like that, and it looks bad, it's just not true. She doesn't point at nobody or anybody or say anything or anything like that. She just says the narrative that whatever came out of me being cut by glass is not true. I was shot in my feet with the intention to harm me and put harm and danger upon me, right? So when the original
and again,
report
listen,
came out,
I'm gonna see if I can find a
report about this.
I'm gonna try to find the rest of this live, but listen, like I said, she came out saying the intentions was to harm me, to kill me. He wanted to kill me. She deserves jail time if it comes out that that is not true. You do not get to go around and play those type of games.
Harm and danger upon me, right? So, okay, cool. Like, all of a sudden, the affiliates of her circle start pointing like little subliminal harm and danger upon me, right? So, okay, cool. Like, all of a sudden, the affiliates of her circle start pointing like little subliminal fingers, like, count your days, and like, I won't be around when you shooting at me, and like little funny things that they start doing. And I'm kind of like, damn, hold on, where are y'all about to take this? Because y'all told me not to make a statement, so I'm trying to figure out where y'all taking me to. I don't get it. So then at this point she goes live because people are not really understanding the story, whatever case it is. She waits. She doesn't go on, you know, a time when it's just a regular time. If y'all who don't understand, it was one of those things where me and her knew what was going on, but y'all didn't know what was going on. She went live on my birthday, and then she says, "Yo, you know," and the thing about the whole jury thing is like, my bad. She knew that it wasn't a situation where, like, she knew she had to do certain sympathetic things, I guess, to push the narrative. And I don't know who told her to do certain things like that. And I'm not the one who's trying to like ever point the finger at anybody. But when it really comes down to it, it's like, you went on live on your birthday, and then you said, on my birthday, and then you said, I got shot in my foot, and it didn't hit no bones or tendons. So everybody's looking at this, and again, the internet is a sick place. This is a place where people don't give a fuck about you. They do what they do, they antagonize, and they do what they do. You go in and you see you get shot in your foot, no bones or tendons. The internet goes into an outrage because some people are like, hold on, how you not get shot? How you get shot in your foot and it don't hit no bones or tendons? Like, whoever is watching this, like, if you need to go on Google and look at a foot anatomy of bones and skeletons and tendons, you realize there's like 30 bones in your feet and like 100 tendons, some crazy number like that, right? So she now gets to this place where the people are like, hold on, and again, the internet is sick. The internet starts coming at her and saying, yo, show your feet. Because we're seeing you at DJ Khaled's house and you're on your tippy toes. And then we're seeing that you're, you know, that you're here and there, and they're antagonizing her. They're brutally coming for her and not giving her, I guess, what it is that she needed. But it gets to this point where now she posts a picture of a foot. And she posts this picture of a foot. There's no exit wound. There's a lot of inconsistencies in the story. And she says under the post, you see, I got shot in the back of my foot because when I was walking away from the car, she says she puts this in capital letters. She says, I was walking away from the car and I got shot in the back of my foot. She doesn't ever show the other foot that she claims she got shot in. And I'm not trying to, again, I hate that this is coming off like I'm trying to come for her and whatever cases, but this is what I'm having to endure and watch when I'm knowing certain facts. So it gets to, it gets to this place where I'm just like, bro, like, this is not me, and I don't deserve this. Like, I don't deserve to have to go through this. Like, I never have been somebody who's had domestic cases. I've never hit no woman. I've never had abusive cases with no woman. You can't pull those type of facts up on me. I don't have those. So it's like, I just didn't understand why I'm going through this. So now I get to this point where she posts this picture of her foot and everyone's seeing.
And I actually want to stop it right there, because that's another part of the story that I don't like, is that people keep bringing up, like, I think him and August Alsina was backstage or some shit. Like, people are bringing up cases of him with men that he's had issues with. Like, see, he's so violent. Look at him. Oh my God, he's so violent. And granted, he could very well be a violent short person. He could very well be somebody with short man syndrome and be extremely violent. But I don't know. To me, it just seems like there were isolated events that people then started putting together because they were grasping for straws. Like, imagine if you got framed for something and then people went throughout your life and took isolated situations and then tried to, frame you as being a certain type of person. Granted, he could very well, I don't know this man, he could very well truly be angry, but just from the outside looking in at what social media is doing, it does seem like, people were grasping for straws, so they took this incident with that incident and that incident. And again, even if y'all gonna do that for him, why y'all not doing that for Meg? Why y'all not doing it for her? Because prior to this shooting, she fell out with over 20 people, including celebrities, including everybody that was around her entire team, which all said when she gets drunk, she becomes belligerent, she becomes aggressive, she does too much, she's too mixy. But yet nobody wanted to, does nobody remember the days of when Megan was really starting to pop? Everybody and their mama was saying Megan is too mixy. Everybody on social media was talking about how Megan was too mixy. But okay. I guess when it comes to this lie, the only history we're going to take into account is Tory's, because that's who we want to believe is the abuser in the situation. I don't think anybody got abused. I think, if anything, Megan was doing the abusing. And motherfuckers fought back. But that doesn't fit your narrative, so.
Certain things, and everyone's saying certain things about her foot, and some people think it's real, some people don't think it's real, and it gets to this place where some people are just not believing it. So she posted a picture. There's no bullet tray. Where are they taking out the bullets for the pan? Like, this is what's going on. Like, where are they taking out the bullets for the pan? I don't understand. Like, where's the surgical? You're not in a surgical room. And anybody who knows, this is it clearly had to be the first day that you've taken this picture. So if this is the first day that you've taken this picture, it's like, where's all the evidence? Why are you not in a surgical room? First of all, you're not even allowed to take pictures in a surgical procedure. That is against the law. It doesn't matter if you're famous or not.
Let's keep going.
So now it gets to this point now, whatever the case is, boom, she comes out and she goes, listen, you guys and all this extra shit, this nigga keep talking about me. And I'm over here watching this like, yo, what did I say? I didn't say nothing. I said nothing to you, but it's nothing. This nigga keep talking about me, bro. And so you know what? Now we just gonna do it. This nigga Tory shot me, bro. This nigga shot me. He shot me. She gets into it. This nigga shot me. She starts breaking down the story. And I want y'all to pay close attention to how she breaks down the story, okay? Really pay close attention. She breaks down the story and she says, yo, I'm arguing. I'm in the car. I'm arguing with this nigga. I'm tired of arguing with this nigga. We get into a heated argument. I'm tired of arguing with this nigga. I get out the car. This nigga get out the car, and he starts shooting me. For no reason, he starts shooting me. So boom, then the cops pull us over and Hold on, let's take the first facts back for what you just said. So you mean to tell me that you're in a car with a person and this person is arguing with you? This person has gotten you to a place of like, yo, I don't even want to be around you. Like, I'm above this. I'm out of here. You get out of the car because the heated argument is so heated. And then this person gets out and shoots you in both of your feet. And you jump back in the car? Why would you jump back in the car with a dangerous man who just did a dangerous crime to you, who did this criminal intent to you and all?
Because you're a black man and she didn't want to take a black man down.
All this, why? Why would you jump back in the car? Well, yo, then the police pull us over, and I see, you know what I'm saying, we're all black in the car, there's a gun in the car, so I don't even want to be like, you know what I'm saying, I don't want nobody to get in more trouble, and I'm trying to protect this man. I'm trying to protect this man because at the end of the day, it's niggas getting shot out here. She then throws the black card at me. I'm trying to protect this black man. My love, nobody ever reported that you got shot but you. So how are you trying to protect me? At what point were you trying to protect me? At what point? Like, you know, I got a child. You know that these type of situations, even an accusation, is something that I can't even be playing.
And you know what? You know what I just thought of real quick? Let me tell you what I just thought of, what this is making me think about, because the reason why this case bothers me so much is because Meg is a mean girl. Meg is a mean girl. And I feel like there is such a halo effect that comes to y'all and Meg. And it happens the same way with Portia. That's why, like, Portia is the exact same as she's always been on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But suddenly this season, everybody's like, oh my gosh, she's showing her slip this season. Oh my gosh, she's so different. She's changed. No, she's the exact same person. It's just that y'all not falling for the big booty and smile no more. And I'm waiting for y'all to get to that same exact point when it comes to Megan. Megan very much gives me, because we could do a whole TikTok deep dive about CNAs and nurse assistants and how a lot of people feel like the mean girls in high school, then that peaked in high school, then all go on to become nurse assistants or nurses. Meg gives me that exact same thing. Meg literally gives me Portia. That's what she gives me. She gives me the exact same thing. And again, I don't understand how we able to understand certain concepts when it comes to everything else, but other than this case. How can we look at high school and be like, oh yeah, that's the girl who was a mean girl, the popular girl who peaked, and then now she's a CNA, now she's a nurse assistant, but yet we can't look at Meg and see the same thing? Like, I see the same exact traits of that type of person. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. She's weaponized black tears, weaponized black trauma, black women trauma. Like, but y'all just let her get away with murder. She's toxic.
Playing with. I don't even play with my life like that. So why would that, that to me just doesn't make sense. Okay, cool. Yo, I lied to the cops. I lied to the doctors. Let me tell you why they saying there's glass in my feet though. Because I lied to the cops. I lied to the doctors. I lied to this, that, and the third. Ladies and gentlemen, I need us to really understand what she's saying here. You mean to tell me that these medical doctors that are in an ambulance that work on-site injuries 24/7 for all day, that have to know every type of on-site injury, the specifications on the type of on-site injuries, so they can treat it right? You mean to tell me you lied to these people and they just treated you for glass when you had a bullet in you?
And also, too, let me say this as well, because again, people just, it's like y'all turn your brains off depending on who you like. Y'all turn your brains off depending on who you like. Because listen, we all know that Beyonce didn't have blue ivy. Not naturally. We was all there when Beyonce's fucking stomach was folding up like a goddamn TV dinner stand. Okay, when she sat down and did that interview, we know damn well somebody else had blue ivy, okay? And it wasn't Beyonce. But we also all remember, whoever was alive during the time, you remember that they shut down the hospital, and it was like a very big deal, okay? And then by the time Beyonce had the twins, we saw the stark difference in her body, okay? And I say all of that to say, when it comes to a celebrity having a baby and being able to pay off the hospital and pay off the doctors and being able to, you know, secure the floor that they're on and make sure nobody comes on the floor, like, we get all of that. Why is it that when it comes to like Beyonce, we can understand doctors and hospital staff being paid off, but we don't think that somebody could have got to the doctors and the nurses and all of the people who knew the real of this situation? We don't think that they could have, huh? If you want to understand how far all of this type of stuff goes back, baby, literally just look up JFK on TikTok and what we were told as Americans, but what actually really happened. Like, when you have that much power and that much influence and that much money, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is literally possible. So I don't understand why people feel like it's that far-fetched to believe that, oh, this was a situation where it was a cover-up and people were paid off. People were paid to say certain things. People were paid to push a certain narrative.
If that's what you're saying, okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's just say they were dumb. You mean to tell me that the cops who were called for a gunshot in a Suburban or whatever the car was, found that same Suburban and found a gun in it, see you leaking and didn't check you for bullet wounds? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say they were dumb. You then further said, yo, I'm at cotton mouth like a motherfucker smoking. You then say, oh, well, I was trying to protect this black man, so I never said nothing. I didn't want them to shoot me. I didn't want them to kill me. Okay, but when me and Kelsey and Quan were over there being questioned, you were in a stretcher. No one is going to shoot you in a stretcher. You had plenty of time to tell the cops that you were in danger. Right. You had plenty of time. Right. I'm not protecting somebody who just heinously shot me after a conversation that we just had. My mind is not on protecting you. I'm bleeding from my feet. I'm thinking about protecting my own life and I'm in danger. Why would you not say that with 2 feet bleeding from 2 bullet holes?
Why would you not? Why would you not? Let's go through the comments. Because again, these are logical questions that make sense, are not far-fetched, and they, again, are logical, but people don't want to ask it because they're so sold on the I hate men, black men are evil, everybody hates women, and black women are the most disrespected. Okay. Let's see how far that takes y'all in life. Let's see how far that takes you in life. Okay. Not that none of those things can be true at times, but let's see how far okay. We need to talk about her twerking the next night after getting shot. Kylie ass was there too. She ain't said shit. Kylie wasn't there. Kylie was at the house, okay? It's the fact that if you've rewatched the video of them getting pulled over, she backed up, standing with her hands up. What he said was on point. She tried to protect her image and lie, and it backfired. Now she wants us to forget. Hell nah, she wrong. She literally kept changing the story. They put him away and tried to unalive him because he owns his masters. Quarantine Radio, my love, nobody ever said you got shot but you. She knew exactly who did it. She lied in favor of people who are above her. She thought she ate with this case. And listen, honestly and truly, a lot of more people would have been on Meg's side had she just came out, even though it would never happen, not this early. But had she just came out and said, listen, Rock Nation wants me to lie and say that Tory did it. That's not what happened, y'all. And I am scared for my life. But she's not going to do that. I promise you. I promise you. Especially with the way that this Cassie and Diddy shit going. I promise you. If it's not this year, I don't know when, but at some point, if it does come out that this situation didn't happen the way that it did, I promise you, Meg going to try to spin it as she was fearful for her life. It may not even be immediate because Rock Nation is still around and she would still have to deal with them. But I feel like one day that will be the angle. Maybe in like 10, 15 years, but that'll be the angle. Like, I was fearful for my life and because honestly and truly, that's the only thing that makes sense. It's the only thing that makes sense. I was told if I didn't say certain things and do certain things that I was going to die. And it's either my life or your life. That's one way that people would like be on her side a little bit. But like, I keep saying as an EMT, she was not shot. Those EMTs had zero urgency in finding a bullet wound. They were literally just chilling in the ambulance and our fans ate that up without even really paying attention because they dumb. Y'all so mad at Megan, but what about Kelsey? Y'all need to go. No, we're mad at Megan because Megan is the spokesperson for this case. Stop. Like, what is this with trying to protect Megan? Stop. I know. Come on, 222. Look at Spirit. Spirit is all up and down this video. I know she asking why won't this go away because lies don't die. If it was true justice, it would have been served, and that's it. Honestly and truly, and you know what? That's where we're going to end this. That's where we're going to end this because that's what people need to understand. If what Meg said happened, really happened, then eventually this case will go away. But because it's not what happened, it's going to keep coming back up. And people are gonna keep labeling it as a conspiracy. No, much like a lot of other shit in life. Again, like I just mentioned, JFK, those files was just recently opened again. Like A liar is not going to die. The universe is going to make sure that the truth comes out eventually. So whether we get all the truths this year or 10 years from now, it's going to continue to come back up as long as people know the truth of what really happened. Because if that's truly what really happened, then people would accept that and it would die. It would die down. It would die down. But until the 100% truth comes up and certain people are vindicated and Meg is penalized, it's going to keep coming up. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about all of that down in the comment box below, child. Definitely make sure that you go to my website, thealigningsouls.com, to book you a personal reading, okay? And also over on patreon.com/Scott Santana, we get into commentary when it comes to our favorite TV shows and movies. We watch them together. Real Housewives, Baddies, Married to Medicine, you know, competition shows, all of that good stuff. Head over to patreon.com/Scott Santana to check that out. Okay. And listen, it's still my birthday week. I'm gonna put it up for the one time. It's still my birthday week. What happened? And if you enjoy my commentary, don't worry, there's way more where that came from. Check it out. Dolly, that body looks bad.
Dolly made it after this long ass ride. So we pull up to the house in St. Louis, and I'm like, oh.
So we pull up to the house in St. Louis. I think I finally got her accents here.
So now I have to do some investigating with all of the ladies to see how it all went to hell, child.
Can we catch you up? So you know when you were upstairs getting your beauty rest. Yeah.
Can we catch up? Because you know when you're upstairs getting your beauty rest.
The way that Kelly talks.
Because then you have Brent that's like nice school.
And then you have Kelly that talks like this. You're like, oh my God. ...
Space.
Sisterhood, in quotes.
Don't fast forward none of this. Absolutely not. I want to know every last motherfucking thing that Angela said. What the hell did Tangela say to them? Don't keep secrets.
How you doing, RuPaul?
Now, Gilbert, you are a very funny man. Have you always been funny?
Alicia, I mean, I definitely understand committing to the character, but like, did she just start hormones yesterday? Where she put her titties? Girl, that is not a chest plate. Stop laughing, you transphobic.
I'm a T-girl from a past life.
Up next, she puts the sass in Sasquatch.
Tell me that's not Karen Hugo. Tell me that's not Karen Hugo.
Play the video.
Miss Big Feet.
What the did you just?
That's
Noel. Ooh,
Alicia.
Aubrey. Ooh, Aubrey, you're going to hell.
The Thomas Concubine video.
Sasquatch is a very offensive term to me.
Is
you
it?
must
That's
know.
all I'm gonna see now.
that your nail
Protecting the dynasty is a full-time job.
Talking about my kid, you stupid bitch.
I don't even.
Right, because you're talking about my daughter. Jackie, you talking about my daughter. Don't talk about my daughter. Don't talk about my daughter or my daughter's daughter.
I feel horrible and I feel guilty. Christian has been living a private life and he decided to marry me and it's been all eyeballs on us.
No, he's been living a private life scamming. He's been living somebody else's private life. That's what he been doing. Christian been publicly living somebody else's private life that he done stole. Who EIN, who social security number he using today?
At times you're fake.
No, I feel like at times
I rest my case.
What? Not Banner was on season 2 looking like a country Bama. Girl, I thought that was Shawnee.
I'm bad, I'm pretty, hot to ditty. Big ass shape, any sick ass city. Pussy on fire, cause she stay giving kitty. Bring the whole town and every time I'm in your city. I'm the bitch that you wanna be round. See, I'm the bitch, I'm the one with the crown. And I'm the bitch bringing cake by the pound. Have me on my knees every day, blinds, bitch, I'm going down. Deadly ass mouth, though, game is a killer. Stomach is available to be a babysitter. No need to be shy, put the thing up in it. Nothing wrong with a late night dinner, nigga.
So fat, irritates like Skittles. Turn the shit around and watch how I giggle. You better work, notice ass back and wiggle.
They never how to shake that thing in the middle. Ass so fat, irritates like Skittles. Turn the shit